Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a quick tutorial on this look that I've got going on my face right now. So it's a burgundy and gold kind of halo eye, quite dramatic lashes and glowy highlighted skin. I hope you enjoy the video and let's get into the tutorial. Hey guys, welcome back. First things first, I apologise if you can hear the fan. It's blimmin' hot today, believe it or not, in England. But yeah, let's get going. I've already washed my skin and I have moisturised and I'm pretty much ready to go. And I'm going to start with the eyes today. So I'm going to be using the Violet Voss palette. This is amazing. If you are a warm eyeshadow lover like me, you will love this. I mean, is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I'm just going to start off by priming my eyelids with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I'm taking that all the way up to my eyeshadow so there isn't any veins or anything peeking through from where your eyeshadow stops and your eyebrow starts. I'm just going to pat that in with my finger to warm it up. I find that helps it blend better if I'm using my finger. Okay, so firstly I'm just going to pop into the shades, the shade even, thanks a latte, just to sort of set that down. Again, make sure you go all the way up to the eyebrow. And I'm doing this with the Morphe M224. The brush I used previously was actually a brush from Wilkinson's, believe it or not. Their brush is actually alright. It's just a double-ended one. It's actually really good. I don't know if it actually has a name. Does it have a name? Smoky Eye Joy Brush. There you go. That's what it's called. So I think that's all good. So I'm going to go firstly into the shades Transition and Bestie. Just dip into both of those and just take that into my crease. Just to lay down that transition colour. Go back in again. I'm then going to define that a little bit more with Are You Kidding Me? I love the names, they're so cute. So yeah, Are You Kidding Me? And hashtag. And just... no matter what look I'm doing, I find laying down a warm crease is always the kind of best thing for me. I'm now going to dip into Teddy Bear and Wine and Dine, but mostly Wine and Dine. I'm just going to start packing that on the outer corner and carefully sweeping that into my crease. So dip back into those two again, outer corner, focusing more on the crease this time, and then putting that in the inner corner as well. Go back in with just Wine and Dine, just to really pack on the colour. Don't worry about being messy because I am going to go ahead and wipe that up afterwards. Wipe that up? Does that even make sense? Wipe it, clean it up, something like that. And just blend that in. The brush I just used, by the way, was the M433. Love this brush for the crease and for halo eye specifically. Just gets really good in the inner and outer corners. And I'm just going to blend that out with M505 brush and not with any extra product, just to blend that in. Get rid of any harsh lines. I'm a blender. I could sit here for 5,000 hours and just blend. Okay, and go back in with this brush and go into a little bit more of Teddy Bear this time. Still dipping into the Wine and Dine shade and packing that slightly further out on the outer V, just because I want to make it a little bit deeper on the outer corner. And then again dipping in one more time, doing the inner corner, same thing, part closest to my nose, and then once you've packed both sides on, you sweep it into the crease just to make that a little bit more cohesive. Again, I'm just going to blend that out. Blend the purple shades into the transition shades that I laid down to begin with, so it blends nicely. So you can see I've got the purple on the outside and I've left the gap in the middle. That's where the gold colour is going to go. I'm just going to take a more precise brush. This is the Morphe M431. I'm just going to use this brush to make sure that I'm really deepening that outer V in the inner corner, and I'm just going to take Teddy Bear this time on this brush, tap the excess and just... I like to do the wiggling motion because I'm just trying to pack the pigment on and not worrying about blending it, so I'm going to go in with a different brush and do that. So that's the kind of darkness that I want. I'm going to go into the inner corner, do the same thing. Take it a little bit into the crease if you want. just to the deepest part of your crease, just to define it a little bit more. And again, blending brush, and just blend the dark colours into the previously laid down purple colours. And now what I want to do, make it a little bit more purple. So I'm just going to go over everything that I've done. This is now the Morphe 330. I'm just going to go over it where I was blending it, kind of got rid of some of the vibrancy of that gorgeous colour. I'm just going to go in and pack some of that back on. I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush and 504 and just blend that in. Again, not picking up any extra product for the time being, just want to make sure all the edges are nice and clean. So you should have something like that. So I'm going to deepen up the inner and outer corner a tiny bit more. Again, because some of it is blended away, don't be afraid to keep going back in and adding the colour back, because once you blend it out, sometimes you find that the pigment that you laid down originally got blended away and it's no longer the opacity that you want. So don't worry, you pack that back on, it's all good. I'm gonna leave that as it is for now. Whew, it's so hot, and I'm just gonna go in and use this beautiful gold shade. This is one of L'Oreal's single shadows. It's the colour Riche shadows, and it's in the shade Gold Mania. So that's what that looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got really good pigment, but I just like to make it a little bit extra. So what I do is I'm grabbing the Morphe 224 brush. This one looks like that, and I'm just gonna pick loads and loads and loads of that up. Just go for it. Go ham. Get right in there. I'm gonna give that a spray with my Urban Decay all-nighter. This is the like travel size mini one because I ran out of my other one. I should probably go and order the other one because I love it so much. I'm just going to, here we go. I'm just gonna pack that on the center portion of my eye. Patting motions just to get that center pigment on is definitely what I find easiest. So once you've laid that middle bit, the bit where you want the concentrated pigment, and then I swipe just to help blend that into the other colours. Just small little swipes. I'm just going to go in with the brush that I used to lay down the purple colours, and I'm just going to buff in that crease just to make sure the gold isn't going in too high. Just to keep it mainly on the lid and not going into the crease. So that is what that looks like. I'm just going to go in to the big fluffy brush, the 504. I'm going to go back into the initial shades that I laid down, Estee, Transition. I'm just going to lay that on the top just so that it blends nicely into my skin tone, so it doesn't go straight from the burgundy to my skin tone. So yeah, just blend that back in there. I like to take my shadows quite high because I have relatively small eyes, and especially when I have lashes on. Most lashes that are out are quite long and they kind of like almost reach up to my eyebrows, so I like to take my shadow quite high so you can still see like the colour that I'm using. I make no sense. I make no sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my other eye off camera. Okay, so both eyes are on now. I know it looks a little bit messy, but I am going to go clean it up. I'm using at the moment the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Caramel. I'm going to brush that through. This is amazing, although I actually really like the NYX micro brow pencil as well. That's really, really, really good. If I'm just kind of on a day-to-day basis, I'll generally use that one because this is a bit expensive. But you know what? It's worth it. I feel like the price is justified because the product is so good. So what I do is I just do the outline, I do the middle bit, I carve the bottom, and then I go around the top. Make that curve and take it down to the end point where I want it to end. I'll bring the bottom line down to match that, so you've got the main bit there. And then what I'll do is I'll fill in from the middle down to the end. So I want most of the pigment at the end of my brow. And then I'll start doing sort of short lines, getting softer as I get to the front, just so that it looks a little bit more natural. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other brow quickly, and then I'll be back to show you what else I do for my brows. So I've carved one of the eyebrows out, and you can see it's like a bit more, it's a bit cleaner where the eyeshadow kind of transitions up towards the eyebrow. So what I do is I use any old concealer. Today I'm just using the Fit Me because it's what I had in front of me. I think this is in shade 10, yeah, shade 10. And then I just get that on, again, my Wilkinson's brush, but any brush that has this kind of slanted angle is gonna work perfectly for this. I don't know what it is, this brush just works so well. Like, it just helps me get really precise and I don't ever mess up with this brush. It's really good. So what I do is I just follow underneath brow. Then I don't like too much at the front. I like it mainly. Don't worry if you do go down because you can re-blend that back in. But you'll see, and then I blend that out. So that really, it lifts the brow and it also helps us to get a bit easier. I am going to go back and blend that in just to make sure that it's not really harsh between the concealer and the purple colour. And then I'm just going to go lightly over the top. I like to get really close to the brow so that when I put my foundation on, I don't have to get too close to the brow and mess it up and all things like that. So I've already put some concealer in the middle here just to make it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to go in with, this is the M505 brush, I'm just going to go back in with that, take some of that transition colour, so I'm going to take Transition and Bestie. Really softly just lay that in right at the top, just to make that blend in nicely to the concealer. If you don't want to take this high, do not have to take it this high, do whatever suits your eye shape. This is just what personally works best for me. Now what I need to do is go in and clean up the line. I just take a wet wipe because I think that's the easiest thing for me personally to do. I put my finger in it and I'm just going to I just take it just to get the majority off. Sometimes I go in and get this inner corner as well because I just go mad when I'm blending my eyeshadow. It just kind of goes everywhere. So I sometimes go in, if I feel like I've got a bit too much in this inner corner, I'll just go in and kind of take some of that off as well. Make sure I sweep under the eyes as well in case I've got any fallout. So, foundation time, or skin time. I'm going to go in and use this Kiko Skin Glow Light Effect Day Cream. I don't know if this is actually still available, but basically what it is a really nice moisturising cream that has an illumination to it. It's like a Glotion. I just like to blend this in with my fingers, so I just kind of dot that on my face. I try to avoid my nose because my nose naturally gets quite shiny during the day. I just blend that in. I'm usually quite generous when it comes to creams and stuff on my face in terms of like bases and moisturising things because I have quite dry skin. So you can kind of see that it gives me a nice little glow. Obviously, excuse my rosy ass cheeks right now. I'm not usually this red, but it is so hot. It's so hot. I literally look like a tomato right now. I'm fully aware. For face today, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is not in the slightest my shade. Not in the slightest. I don't know what compelled me to buy it in the shade. This is the only shade I've ever had. I've never been this dark. Don't know what happened, but I mix it anyway with a white foundation. I just use a little palette to blend that in, so I always use way too much of this. I never expected to come out as fast as it does, and then it comes out really fast. I'm like, no, it's a waste, but it's my money, you know? It's my problem. This is the Body Shop Shade Adjusting Drops Lightening. They also have a darkening one, which is, I haven't tried because I don't need to darken my foundation. I'm just going to give this a shake. And my dropper doesn't work anymore. Don't know why. Don't know what I did to it. So I do, bear in mind I've got a bit too much foundation, but I do about that much of each. And then I just blend that in. So that's a little bit better. So I'm just going to get whatever I have on this spatula. Oh, that's got a little bit of white in it. I am feeling the full coverage today. Well, I feel the full coverage every day, unless I'm not going anywhere exciting. I mean, bear in mind that I have a baby daughter, 4-month-old little girl. So if she's not gonna let me put my makeup on, it's gonna be something pretty quick. I find pressing slightly lighter actually applies more foundation, like the coverage is better because you're not, I find that if you press harder it lifts the foundation back off. So if I just tap very, very lightly, it has a really nice coverage to it. This foundation is amazing. You do not need anywhere near as much foundation as I used because I do get some blemishes on my cheeks. So you can see I've got kind of some blemishes going on down here. And down here, the colour of it's mostly gone, but I'm just going to take a little bit more. Pack it onto those areas and onto the bits where my cheeks were really rosy. Take that onto there. Do the same on the other side too. I'm going to go ahead now and apply some concealer. For concealer today I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. This stuff is literally stuff from the gods. I'm in the shade Fair Neutral, because you know, I'm white. And you do not need much of this stuff at all, she says as she applies loads. If you're in the market for a new concealer and you don't mind spending a little bit more, go with that one because you will not regret it. I'm just going to go in and use this brush to get right up. Get rid of that purple. And you see now I've applied the concealer, it really neatens up this corner there. This is the rotating sponge, by the way. I'm sure you all know that. The sponge is amazing. I switched between this and the Beauty Blender, but honestly, they're both just as good as each other. Let's be real, it depends what kind of shape you prefer, to be honest. They're both great. This one's obviously the affordable version, so yeah, if you can't afford the more expensive one, absolutely get this one. And again, taking this brush and don't be afraid to really work it in and make sure it's all blended. Okay, so that's that blended in. I'm now going to go ahead and take my, if I can find it, oh there we go. I'm going to go ahead and take my RCMA No Colour Powder. Again, this stuff, amazing. If you haven't tried this, please go and get it. It's just beautiful and you get so much as well. The tub is huge, but the only drawback is that the packaging is rubbish, so please, RCMA, sort it out please, because your product is so good. I just take that powder all the way down to cover that whole concealer, and then taking the rounded side, I just go in and press this in. I like to do this with a wet sponge because it doesn't make it look too powdery and it's applying kind of just the right amount. Doesn't cake up on your skin, it just looks beautiful, especially under your eyes. It just cleans that area right up, as you can see. It's really nice and smooth. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do that under eyes. I'm just going to use Wine and Dine down here to brush all the way across from outer to inner corner. On both eyes. And then I'm going to get the Morphe M508. This brush is so good for applying the colour on your lash line. It gets really, really close because the brushes are really, really small. So, great brush. And I'm going to take the darker colour Teddy Bear and focus that just on that outer, I'd say third. That I usually do, about that far in. If you want to go all the way in, feel free to go all the way in. Right, I'm going to go ahead and do contour bronzer. I'm using the Too Faced Cocoa Contour, one of my favourite contour colours. Like, it just works so well with my skin. I haven't really found anything else that works quite as well as this. And there are a couple things, but this just looks so nice on my skin. It blends beautifully. It smells amazing. Like, I literally don't have anything bad to say. The only thing I would complain about is this little thing that they call highlight. It's so glittery. So this is, yeah, contour shot, but what I like, it's not too grey. It's just the perfect amount of grey. When I say grey, I mean like cool tone. And it's, for my fair skin, it just works really, really nicely. Really, really nicely. So thank you, Too Faced, for making a beautiful contour colour for us paleys. Much appreciated. So that's the actual contour laid down. I'm now going to go in with another Too Faced product, the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. Something else that I absolutely love. And I'm going to be going in with the Morphe E3. I really like it because it's got that point, but it's really, bristles are really, really soft. Just going to warm up that skin. Something else I love about this bronzer, it's got a nice little glow to it. I don't even know if you can see that on camera or not. But it's just got this ever so slight little sheen to it. So it just gives you that, a tiny bit of natural glow, which I'm about. I like the glow to be going on my face. As you can see, I'm taking that slightly up to the temples just to warm it up a little bit, just so it's a bit more cohesive. I always take some off just under the chin, down the neck, I should probably stop applying this now, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm stopping. For blush, I'm going to be using Milani Luminoso. I love this blush so much. I always try and go to other blushes. I just love this one so much. Pigment's amazing, it's affordable, and it's got, again, it's got a really nice glow, and it's a peachy, salmony kind of colour. It's beautiful. I'm taking this on the M403. I am that person that's like, I must cover myself in this colour, it's so beautiful, and then I put way too much on. I'm just going to go into a little bit of loose powder on the same bronze brush and just... I'm quickly going to put some brow gel through my brows. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. Again, something else I absolutely love, and it's affordable. I've used the Gimme Brow before, and I do like it. I just find that it deposits a bit too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I like it, it's a good product. So I am now gonna spritz my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I said it earlier, I love this stuff so much. It's beautiful. It just makes your skin look glowing again, and it's really nice to apply before highlight because it really makes it glow. So I'm just gonna quickly spray that on the face. Is that enough? Whew. Okay, while that's starting to dry, before it actually fully dries, I like to apply my highlight. I'm going to go in with the Ofra highlight in Beverly Hills. This stuff is amazing. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've actually used one of the highlighters, and I know people keep saying how blinding it is, but they are not kidding. Like, it's just so beautiful. Like, are you kidding? Madness. Absolute madness. I just want to put it everywhere. Just want to put it absolutely everywhere. I always do a little bit in the middle of my forehead. Just a smidge. Grr, pesky hairs, get out of the way. A little bit on my chin. Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, and just right there. I am officially glowy AF. Before I go ahead and do the rest of my eyes, I'm just going to go ahead and carve out the bottom of this, just so it's nice and smooth. I like it quite sharp, and just blend that up so it's not... I think I went a bit extra on my chin, guys. Don't know if you can even notice. I just got a bit excited. Got a bit excited, but that's okay. I was thinking about doing eyeliner, but I think actually I don't want to take attention away from the eyes. So I think I'm just going to do mascara and then apply the lashes straight on top of those. So I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. So one of my favourites is this, and the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara are definitely my favourite mascaras, I would say. I forgot to apply my waterline eyeliner, so I'm going to do that quickly before I put my lashes on. This is the NYX Slide On Glide On Stay On and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Eyeliner. That is a mouthful. So Slide On Glide On eyeliner by NYX. This is in the shade Golden Bronze. This eyeliner is so beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that in my waterline. Excuse me for dragging my eyes down. I know I'm going to get someone telling me, don't do that, it's bad for your skin. Well, my skin's not great as it is. It's fine. It's that good. I've just realised I've been sat here for, I don't even know how long with my, oh, that's the wrong arm, with my strap halfway down my arm, so that's always good. I'm going to apply these lashes today. I don't have the container for them, they're upstairs. I am downstairs. These are the I Donut Care lashes from Voss. They're so beautiful. They're longer on that outside, slightly longer in the middle, and short on the inside. So they do give you that winged lip, but they also give you drama and volume in the middle of the eye, so that it accentuates that halo kind of rounded eye look you've got going on. And I'm going to be using the Duo Brush On Adhesive. This is the clear one. I'm just going to apply those, and I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Eyelid highlight. Eyelid highlight? I don't even know what I'm on about. Eyebrow highlight is what I forgot. I'm just going to take the whitest shade from the... I'm going to mix in a bit of gold just it's not too stark. And just brush that right under here. Just to lift that brow a little bit. Pop that in the middle as well. I took a bit more of the pink for this middle just to make it go in with the purpley a little bit more.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art form.
I go just a little bit underneath both brow, and I did the inner corner as well. So I'm going to put this on this time and then I'll be back. And so this is the eyes with the lashes on. I love these lashes so much. They're so spiky and kind of dramatic, but I would wear these out as well. They're not too long as well, which is perfect for my eye shape. That's what I really like about them. You can still see the gold and the purple and all the colours on the lid. So these are what I think of the perfect lash for this look. I'm just going to quickly apply some Bottom Lash mascara. So for lips, I'm going to be using the Colourpop BFF liner. I think they have like BFF 1, 2 and 3. I could be wrong, but this is just BFF. And then for the lip colour, I'm using the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in Satin Ribbon. I wanted to go with something more nude on the lips because obviously I've got a lot of drama going on in the eyes. So this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a massive thumbs up if you like the look, and if you like the style, if you like the talk through tutorial. I'm hopefully going to be doing a few more of those. And subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos. And also there's a little notification bell next to the subscribe button. Click that too and then you get notified when I upload more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!